Come on in. Come listen to some Gershwin. Let me start that again. I think I'm not a real pianist. Alright, let's talk about this a bit. Can you guys hear okay? Let me know where you're watching this from. How many Gershwin lovers out there? I don't even know if you can hear me. Let's see. It does say that I have sound coming in. And what camera is it coming through? Oh, we want to do the iPhone. Much better quality. Alright. So, for all two of you out there, let me zoom in on the... This is a Prelude by Gershwin. And I am just having the most fun these last few weeks going through Gershwin pieces. Some of them are arranged by Gershwin himself. This one is definitely completely Gershwin. All the note choices are him. And it's fun to just walk through and see what's there and not put any sort of judgments on it necessarily. Let's look at the beginning of this piece. I'm going to zoom in on the music. Can everybody see the music okay? I recommend that you zoom up to 100% full screen if you want to see the music. So if we're looking at this first measure here, first of all, we're in 4 sharps, so it could be E major or C sharp minor or something like that, but we are beginning in on a C sharp with the bass with an E, and then we immediately go to the sharp 3. Sorry. So we got this beautiful chromatic line happening here. Isn't that gorgeous? Listen to it. Now, the whole time there are no parallel fifths in these first 4 bars. Let's listen to that. So he's playing around with the minor-major relationship. And if you were to try to write chords above each one of those vertically, each one of these, there's not enough information there. So one of the things that I love about Gershwin, I love about classical composers, is their economy of space. And Gershwin, you can tell that he had a great ear, and he was probably classically trained because he's basically using the bandwidth that's available as best as possible. So if you look through, he starts off with this accompaniment pattern, right? Isn't that gorgeous? We don't really know if it's major or minor, but it definitely has a minor quality, whatever that means. It's just a beautiful line. So he's playing around with the minor and the major. Now he comes in with this gorgeous melody, which is very bluesy, right? Now if we look at when that comes in, we've got an F sharp, C sharp. There is no note duplication at all. There's no doubling happening. So just guys, when that comes in, what do we have? We have 2 fifths. We have F sharp, C sharp, and then C sharp, G sharp. And even when it goes down here to this, back to, there's still no duplication. We've got G sharp, E sharp, B sharp. When it hits the G sharp, it doubles the bass, right? And then he goes back. So there's very little doubling. So he's using notes that aren't really in the chords to make the melody. So if I hear the melody by itself, let's listen to this. If I don't need to shout, let me know. So it's kind of a pentatonic scale, right? If I were to continue that. So let's listen to it from here. Then we're going to the second bar. Can everybody see the measure okay? Let me put it over a little bit. All right, we're starting at bar 5 right here. I'm going to pick up to it. Back to C sharp minor. C sharp major. Somewhere else. Now where are we? F sharp major, right? So we've got an A sharp all of a sudden here. It's not really in the key of C sharp minor. Doesn't matter, but it's just an observation. So we go. Now we're in really an F sharp major. Are we? So if you notice, he starts off by saying, I'm going to have this nice little chromatic line. And then when we get down here, we start a new variation. But in this case, we're starting the chromatic line down to A sharp. Can everybody see that okay? Here it is. There's B, and it stays there. So he's just extending the idea out. But this time it's major. Right? Now check this out. This is incredible. And this is what I love about Gershwin. He slips in these blue notes and passing tones. We've got a G sharp, it gets a G in the bass. Now, in context, it's just tension and resolution, right? So we'll start at the beginning of this measure. We've got F major, just like the previous measure, right? That's the previous measure. But this time he goes. Love it. Going to what? A G sharp 7. Just that's if you. And then now we're going to go back to the home place again, but this time. Oh, sorry. Okay, look. So we kind of returned home like the beginning, but here, right? Okay, now we're gonna come back here, F sharp, and we're still doing a chromatic line, right? There's the chromatic line, and then here. Chromatic, keep going, come on in, how's it going? And then, just doing a little video. We got the melody in there. This is basically just echoing that melody at the beginning here. Okay. You get it?
Yeah.
I'm making a video, but you can watch if you want. Do you read?
Not music.
Okay. So if you can see, we started the melody up here. It's just a continuation of the idea, but he's doing it down here on a different note. Oh. Down here. And back here again. Just another echo. So he's taking like the little parts. Beethoven would do this as well. When you think about Beethoven's fifth. Da, 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 da. You know, it's a similar technique. You just take a cell and you try to get as much mileage out of that cell of music. Repetition, the ear, humans are used to hearing repetition. And so we crave repetition. So when we start this melody, at least that's my theory, it feels good. We want to hear it again. I'm getting massaged. Let's see if I can do it. Hear that repetition? Oh, yeah. Okay, so back here we got this thing in. Now, if I keep going, I'll show you, I'm going to skip ahead. He switches the paradigm a little bit over here. Let me bring it down a little bit. And I love this. Now we're in F sharp major down here. Hope everybody can see that. Looks like it's possible. I'm just going to talk about this. I guess I need to adjust this a little bit. Pull it back a little bit. Anybody going to make a comment? Okay. So we got F sharp major. We started in C sharp. Now we went down a fifth to. So we added how many sharps? A lot. We added 2 sharps, A sharp and E sharp. Okay, so let's listen to a little bit of this measure here. What he does is he puts the accompaniment up top and has the bass play the melody, play a new melody. So we got. Let's just listen to it. Now, one of the things what do you notice about it? He's playing around a lot with the half-step relationships. But if you look at that melody, we're in F sharp major. Just like at the beginning, he was playing around with the minor-major relationships and creating a line in there. This melody in the bass does the same thing, right? So we thought we were in major, but we're not. Isn't that beautiful? You see, he takes the A sharp out of there, which is another beautiful use of economy. And since he's got the C sharp and F sharp, he can actually move around. So back to that, are we in minor or are we in major, kind of playing around with that, which is also very bluesy, right? And then we got the A again, so we're A sharp here, A sharp, A natural, then A again, which is, again, a very bluesy, back there, A sharp. It's really consistent, isn't it? And here's just a beautiful melody. Back to this, we're just playing the melody. I guess you can't see it down there. Let me play these 4 bars really slowly. Check that out. I know there's 3 of you watching this right now. It takes the A sharp out, so the melody occupies that position. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, leaves it out. Isn't that beautiful? A sharp here. Now we got half-step thing, so let's just hear that. I'm going to go on, you can't see this next part, but isn't this gorgeous? This is so, oh, I played a wrong note. It's so Gershwin, this. Back to F sharp major. Alright, and then we have this. Here's the A again. Back to A sharp. So, again, he's getting like a ton of mileage out of a very small number of notes. And playing. He's just having fun. He's just playing with that A sharp, A natural, playing with a simple melody, getting as much mileage. That's what Beethoven would do. Same kind of deal. Like how much... There's freedom in a way, in limitations, is what I call it. Freedom in limitations. Let's look at this measure up here. Okay, so Gershwin, here we go. This is his arrangement. And we're kind of back to C sharp minor, but not really. And how about this? Right here, nice little F sharp moment. And we're out in left field again with this. Did I play it right? So we're playing around again with half-step relationships, right? And then, so let's play that measure right here. And stick out and tell me if I'm playing any wrong notes. I think F sharp major. And then what? B sharp. Oh. Let's look at that. So we got F sharp right here. And then what is this? What is this chord? Can anybody tell me? That's a G sharp 7 in third inversion, right? like if I took the C chord. It'd be like that kind of deal, right? So let's transpose it back up, F sharp. And then G sharp over F sharp. And which, if you look at that, that's the 5 of the next section we're going to. Okay? So this is a little transition back to the C sharp minor. Let's check this out. These two bars right here, maybe you can't see it that well. Remember, make a big screen. Okay, so we're up here. We're transitioning back to the C sharp, sort of C sharp minor-y thing. I know words fail. F sharp minor, now we're going to make that a 5 to this. Just 2 notes at a time. Let's see if he does anything different than at the top to end the piece. Okay, there's a little thing here. Didn't have that. A little ornament, which he might improvise, right? Pretty much the same as the top. This is a lot on my brain power. And a half step thing again. I'm kind of paraphrasing. Let's see what we got here. There's the half step thing in the bass. Isn't that awesome? A little echo in the bass. F sharp thing. Guess you need to see the music here. Sorry guys. So, what are we going to end on? He's got the major in there again. Let's see what he does here for the ending. Basically ends in C sharp major. Anyway, just some messing around with Gershwin. I love seeing how composers use what little landscape they have to use to create a piece of music that leaves an impression. And it's just wonderful. George Gershwin. See you guys around. Subscribe to my videos below. There's a little link there below. You can say, notify me when it goes live. Talk to you later. This was fun.